Hello students, this is Dr. A.S. Iyer. I welcome you all for the course on finite element method in civil engineering. Our today's topic is serendipity elements in finite element method. There are two types of families we can say in the finite element method where all elements are classified using these two families. Very first family is Lagrange's family and second is serendipity family, right? So the elements which contains the internal node, for example 9 noded rectangular element, the elements which contains the internal node are called as Lagrange's family elements, and elements which does not contain internal nodes are called as serendipity elements. In detail we'll see what is serendipity elements in finite element method. So in finite element analysis, when you discretize the structure using higher order Lagrange's elements which contains the internal nodes, right? For example 9 noded rectangular element, but these internal nodes do not contribute to the inter-element connectivity. Inter-element connectivity. If you remember our lecture on convergence criteria of displacement function, where we have discussed, very first convergence criteria is displacement function must be continuous and compatible within the element. So continuous means second element should start by taking one edge common from the first element. It means there will be a one edge common between two elements, and if one edge is common means the nodes on that edge will be also common. For example, if you look at if you consider one rectangular domain, this red color line, this is one rectangular domain which is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 4, 8 elements, right? So one rectangular domain is divided into 8 elements. Now if you look at first and second element, so these three nodes are common. It means these three nodes represent the inter-element connectivity of the elements. Similarly here, these three nodes are common between element number 2 and 3. These three nodes are common between element 5, 6 and 7 and 2, like this. So all elements, nodes which are present on the edges are used to maintain the inter-element connectivity. But if you look at all central elements of the central nodes of the element, these central nodes, these nodes do not contribute anything toward the inter-element connectivity, right? And therefore the use of these nodes while solving the problem using finite element method, these internal nodes require only extra computational work, wherein this node does not increase the accuracy of finite element solution, right? So it is better to ignore these internal nodes, right? So if you remove these internal nodes from the element, right, what will happen now? If you look at all the elements, if you remove this internal node, if you look at all the elements, nodes will be on the edges only. Nodes will be on the edges. So this is itself the definition of serendipity element, and that is when elements are having nodes on only edges are called as serendipity elements, right? So the elimination of these internal nodes results in reduction in the size of element matrices, because we know that the increase in node increases the degrees of freedom, total degrees of freedom of the element, and if total degrees of freedom are increases, all the matrices are increased by the same size, right? So if any node is reduced or removed, and whatever will be the degrees of freedom at that internal node, the size of every matrices will be reduced by that number. For example, if there are 2 degrees of freedom per node, right, and if you remove any one node, it means there will be 2 rows and 2 columns will be eliminated from the matrices, right? So the elimination of these internal nodes results in reduction in the size of element matrices, right? So I repeat again, in higher order Lagrangian element contains internal nodes, but these internal nodes do not contribute to the inter-element connectivity, right? So it means these elements are not used to connect to the two elements, and because of that, right, it increases the computational part of the mathematical formulation, right? So to avoid this computational work, it is better that internal nodes can remove from the higher order Lagrangian elements. So the elements which are having nodes only along the external boundaries are called as serendipity elements. The elements which are having elements on only edges, that is external boundaries, are called as serendipity element. And the elimination of these internal nodes results in reduction in the size of the element matrices, right? And for example, now there are 3 elements are shown in the figure. First case is 4 noded element where nodes are only on the corners of element, right? Second example is 8 noded where along with the 4 corners there are, if you, these edges are also having middle nodes. So 4 corner nodes and these 4 middle nodes, total nodes are 8. Similarly, if you show the 2 nodes on these 2 edges, right, so there will be 4 corners and 8 middle nodes, 2 on each edge. There are 8 middle nodes, so this is called as 12 noded rectangular element. So in all these 3 examples, if you look at, the nodes are only on the edges of element, there is no internal node present. So these 3 elements are called as serendipity elements, right? Now if you look at the Lagrange's elements and serendipity element, there is only one element is common in both the cases, and that is 4 noded rectangular element, right? This is the element which belongs to Lagrange's family as well as serendipity family. So this is common element in Lagrange's as well as serendipity element. But these are 2 special cases. These are exclusively called as serendipity elements because there is no internal node present. Nodes are present only on the edges of element. Okay, I hope all of you understand what is serendipity elements. There may be a question on this. Write short note on serendipity element or what is serendipity elements, explain with suitable example. Okay, so thank you very much.